Hi everybody, this is Hope from hopeyoder.com. So in this video we're going to talk about the new font manager and the new font play. Let's start with the font manager. In our preference window, open this up and now you'll see a new tab called fonts. This currently works with all of the built-in craft and cut fonts, not TrueType. So we have favorites and disable. So let's talk about the favorites yet. Anything that you have to scroll down to find in the alphabet way towards the bottom, you might want to have in your favorites. So let's select playground, and then all you do is select favorites and you'll see playground up in your favorites. You can put as many of these as you want. I'm just going to select one more. I use dill pickle a lot, so I'm going to select this in my favorites. Now another thing that you can do, if there are fonts that you don't use very often, you can get rid of those. So just to show you, I'll get rid of all the W fonts. I'll select this and say disabled, the Western Flair, disabled, and the Wesley, disabled. So remember, I've removed, not from Craft and Cut software, but I've removed my viewing options of the W's, and my two favorites, I've picked Dill Pickle and Playground. Let's select OK, and when I select text, and I come over into my Craft and Cut, notice when I scroll up, now this goes in alphabetical. Before it started with all curled up and went from the A's down. But because my favorites were Dill Pickle and Playground, it'll put it at the very top of my list so I don't have to scroll down. So that's pretty cool. So you can pick the favorites so that they're right there at your fingertips without even having to scroll. Now let's scroll to the very bottom. Remember, I removed the 3 fonts with the W, so they're not here anymore. So that's pretty awesome. Anytime you want to change it, go back to Preferences and Fonts. And so if we want to add these back in, you'll select them one at a time and enable them. Perfect. And I'll just select that, Playground, and we'll put it back into enabled and OK. And now I have this back to the default where it just goes in alphabetical order. So that is the font manager. Next we have font play. And so the font play, let me get a new window and we'll select this. And this is a great thing for all of you who may sell things to your customer and you want to give them a mock-up sheet or you want to look and see what text will look like. So let's take the Dill Pickle font, and the default settings where it shows a lot of the letters will always come up. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Now you can change the color, so if you're going to use a different color vinyl, you can see what that looks like. If you want to see all of the letters available in the Dill Pickle font, select letters and wait a few seconds so that it could populate all of the letters and symbols that are available for this font. That's pretty cool. Now, if you wanted to create your own text, for instance, to send as a mock-up, you might want to say, Hope Yoder has curly hair. So, explanation point, or ... Now select OK, give it a minute, and it'll show you what this looks like. So let's change that again. We'll go to Custom again, and let's do this all lowercase. Alright, so just select OK, and now you see what it looks like. Again, what if I want to change the color? I can say import, and that gives me a better visual. I can also print this, so if I wanted to send it to a customer, I could go ahead and print it and get them to sign off that they've accepted this type of font. If I want to preview it, this will actually sling it into a craft and cut window. So I've got the preview again here where I can print it and get ready. If I want to import it into the craft and cut software, select import and it brings it into a new screen. So that is the font manager. Should be great. You get a more visual of the letters in each font to print it and to check the different things that you may want to use to send to your customers to sign off if they like that font. So that's the font manager, font play,